If you've ever wanted to land a really special guest speaker for your next event, then this is for you. I've got 5 tips that are going to help you do just that. So I have in my day, I've hired very big name household guest speakers. I've hired not well known at all yet guest speakers. I've hired free guest speakers. I've hired paid guest speakers. And I'm going to tell you that these 5 tips that I have for you today are going to help you get anyone on that spectrum that your heart is set on having. I'm going to help you get them to speak at your next event. So, first thing is connection. I want you to be connecting all the time. And I know you probably didn't want to hear this one, but it's true. So, the more that you network, the more that you build relationships, the closer you are to having a personal connection with the speaker that you want at your next event. Now, I'm not saying that you have to have a personal connection, but it sure does help. So I want you always to be connecting, and I want you building relationships, whether that's on social media, at networking events, with just hopping on Zoom as much as you can to connect with people one-on-one and build your network so that when it comes time to get a guest speaker to speak at your event, you have a connection that you can call on. So that's one thing under be connecting. Another way that you can be connecting with these guest speakers without a relationship, a previous relationship with them, is through an agency. So speakers bureaus are a really helpful tool for helping you get in touch with guest speakers who are bigger name. And I've used them with great success. I will say that they do have a couple things that you need to be aware of. First, they're going to charge a fee on top of whatever the normal speaking fee is for that guest speaker, and that might push that guest speaker out of your budget. Second, they are, how to put this kindly, biased just a bit in that they have a slate of speakers that their speakers bureau recommend, or like they have a slate of speakers that they promote as part of their work as that bureau. And so those speakers, they'll want to have you use them more than the one that you perhaps might have asked for that isn't on their list. They'll still get you whoever is on your list, but they will work harder for the ones that they represent. So that's something to be considering, using an agency, using relationships that you've built, using social media to be able to get in touch. Just go to the person's website and they often have information about how to get in touch with them or their team to inquire about their speaker fee or even if they are available. So be connecting. That's number 1. Number 2 is I want you to be flexible. And this is the secret here, really, is that if you have someone that is willing, be flexible with the day and the time and the schedule of your event, because that might allow that maybe to become a yes. Another secret is consider booking your event in that guest speaker's hometown. It is an easier yes if the event is taking place at home, right? So why not give that a try if you have a guest speaker that's just really important to you that you get onto your roster of speakers at your event. So first is be really flexible with that date and time and schedule of your event. Second is location. You perhaps might have an easier time of getting them to a yes if the event is taking place in their hometown. Third, under being flexible, is ask very early, lots of lead time to your event, and also ask last minute. Leave some space for magic and serendipity, because they might not be willing to commit to your event really far out, but they might if you're asking them just a couple weeks out. Their calendar might be a little more solidified. They might feel like they know how it could fit in. And so being flexible is also includes that asking early and asking late. So that's number 2, being flexible. Number 1 was be connecting. 2, be flexible. 3 is be clear. Ultimately, you're making an ask. And so be very clear about what it is that you're asking for. There's this whole spectrum of what people ask for when a guest speaker is coming to their event. And I want you to be clear with what the ask is for your event. Is it a 1-hour keynote? Done, and they're out. Is it a 1-hour keynote followed by a Q&A session just for VIPs? Is it something more? You get to decide what the ask is and get creative. I would encourage you to do so. But ultimately, it's your ask, and the clearer you can be with what the parameters are on that ask, the easier it is for a guest speaker to say, yes, that's a heck yeah for me, or no, it's a no. So I need you to be clear. That's number 3. Number 4 is be generous. Yes, so often people are willing to speak for free, but it's not always the case. And so be aware that it might simply take honoring that they have a speaker's fee and paying that. Or and pay their travel expenses, their airfare, their food, their beverage, their transportation, their sleeping rooms. If you can fit that in your budget and include that as part of the ask, as what's on the table, then that can definitely help get to a yes. Third is impact. So your speaker wants to make a difference in the world just like you do. And they want to impact as many people or make as big of an impact as they can. And so it's not about how many people you have at your event, but perhaps who is at your event or what the mission is. So if you can include information about impact and what's in it for the guest speaker, do you know what is meaningful to them, what causes they support, or what their current soapbox is, and how can you weave that in to the ask that you're making of them? Or perhaps do they have something that they're promoting? Did they just write a book and are releasing it soon? And so could you say, hey, I would love to buy a copy of your book for everyone in my audience so that they can experience what you wrote, but also to help your numbers for your book launch. That could be part of the ask. So think about, in being generous, money, what could you pay them? Impact, what's in it for them? Could you pay their travel expenses? And also, could you sweeten the offer with some sort of perks? Is your event happening in a really cool destination that they would want to know about and be able to make a vacation out of it, or bring their family, or I don't know, be creative with what perks that you could include that would make it an easier yes for your guest speaker. So that's be generous. That's number 4. And number 5, this one is so close to my heart because I have gotten this one wrong, is I want you to remember to be a player, not a fan. And this is a nod to one of my favorite mentors, Bo Eason. And he talks about how we need to consider each other as peers. And so, yes, you may be a huge fan of this person's work or their celebrity or whatever it is, but at the end of the day, they're a human too. And I want you to remember to be warm, be friendly, be authentic, be a player, not a fan. And I think that's going to get you so much further if you use that mindset. So 5 things to helping you get that big name guest speaker that you're super excited about. First, be connecting. Second, be flexible. Third, be clear. Fourth, be generous. And 5th, be a player, not a fan. I hope that you're fired up to land that guest speaker of your dreams for your next event. I sure am excited for you to do so. And if you need help brainstorming, if this got you excited, just drop some notes into my DMs and we can go back and forth and I can help you out. Take care. Make it an outstanding rest of the day. Thanks for hanging out.